I sort of grew up in kind of an activist family a bit. My mom thought you could change the world, and so I had that. But I'd had 24 years of living with this threat of nuclear weapons and feeling kind of powerless. Like the only thing they're going to let me do is go work in an office in downtown Toronto. Like that's as good as it. That's what I can do with my life. No. And so a lot of people moved west, because it looked like where there was the most possibility. And I came here from Toronto in 1969, got out of university. Not only that, a lot of people came up from the States because it was the war in Vietnam too. Since Hiroshima, we all had this sort of resident terror of what would happen. And they did it in schools, like if the bomb goes off, this is what you have to do, or stay away from the windows, or, everybody was up to here with pulp mills and mines and oil tankers. It was Rachel Carson, the Silent Spring, all those kinds of things coming together. People concerned about freeways, people just got really pissed off, and the U.S. was testing these nuclear weapons out on Amchitka, way out on the Aleutian chain, and they had done 2, and they were announced the 3rd one for the fall of 1971. It started in the church basement of the Unitarian Church here, and the Stowe's living room. 20 people sitting around saying, no, this is bullshit. We really need to do something. How are we going to raise the money? We can go right at the mountain, right to where they are, and go after them. I'm like, wow, of course. We were having the meetings, and Irving would say peace at the end of every meeting, and I was doing all this anti-pollution stuff. And so I said, well, we should make it a Greenpeace. And it stuck. We sailed out there, and it's a long way to Amchitka, especially on an 85-foot halibut boat. When we were on the Greenpeace, we screwed up. We went into the U.S. illegally. We've been on the boat for like 2 weeks. Whoop, we go ashore. Then 2 days later, the Coast Guard shows up and says, did you guys go ashore? Yeah. Did you clear customs first? No. Oh, well, you just entered the United States illegally. There's a big fine for that. Oh. And they come over in a little inflatable, and there's 2 enlisted guys holding the boat on, and while the commander's up yelling at them. And so we start talking to these 2 guys who are hanging on the rail there. And they had this piece of paper that say, we, the crew of the Confidence, believe in what you're doing is for the good of all mankind, and if it weren't for these military bonds, we would be with you 100%. And they signed their names, 23 of them of the crew. And we're kind of like, Everybody was kind of inspired. You just sort of see other people's hearts open up, and they just step forward and do it. Of the 12 of us who sailed, I think there's only 5 of us who are still alive. So it's still a story that's within our lifetimes, and so it's important to tell the story.